What if I told you nothing around you is real? Not the walls you lean on, not the floor beneath your feet, not even the stars above your head. According to the first Hermetic principle, mentalism, everything you know is but a projection of mind. The universe, vast and ancient, is not built on matter, but on thought. The all is mind, and you, unknowingly, are caught in its web. Your life, your reality, every love gained and every loss endured is not solid ground. It's vapor. It's dream stuff. But here's the unsettling part. You are not just trapped inside this dream. You are dreaming it. And yet, most walk through life blind, mistaking the illusion for truth, the mask for the face. We are haunted by shadows we've cast ourselves. We suffer under beliefs we never questioned. And when things fall apart, we scream at the sky, never realizing the architect of the chaos is within. The ancient masters warned us, whoever controls the mind controls the world. But today, your mind is not your own. It's scattered, hijacked by distraction, programmed by fear, dulled by noise. The question is no longer, is this real? But who is thinking you into being? And if you are not the one holding the reins, who is? The first key is awareness. The second, discipline. If you can harness your thoughts, you can rebuild your world. But if you don't, the illusion will consume you. You'll live and die in a dream never truly your own. You're not as small as you think. Look around. The stars above, the oceans below, the storms that rage, and the calm that follows, all of it is you, reflected outward. This is the second Hermetic principle. As above, so below. As within, so without. The universe is not a distant machine. It's a living mirror, echoing your every thought, your every hidden wound, your every longing. If your mind is chaos, so too will be your life. If your heart is cracked with fear, the world will show you shadows that validate it. This isn't poetry. It's physics, the metaphysical kind. Your body is a galaxy in miniature. Your soul, a spark of the same flame that forged the stars. But we've forgotten this, haven't we? We chase meaning in the outer world while starving the universe within. We try to fix the mirror without ever touching the face. And so we wonder why nothing changes, why peace eludes us. But the law is clear. Change your inner frequency, and the cosmos must respond. The tides of your emotion sway the tides of the world. The micro creates the macro. The breath creates the storm. And if you dare, truly dare, to face yourself, to sit with your wounds and rise with your light, the world around you will shift. Not because you forced it, but because you became it. Harmony outside begins with harmony within. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember this: they are not watching you. They are echoing you. And they are waiting for you to remember who you really are. Beneath the silence of stone and the stillness of thought, everything moves. Everything vibrates. This is the third Hermetic principle, and perhaps the most haunting of all, because it means nothing is ever truly still, not even you. Your pain? It vibrates. Your love? It pulses through the universe. The chair beneath you, the storm across the sea, your racing thoughts at midnight. They all hum at different frequencies, each note playing its part in this symphony of existence. You're not a static being. You are energy in motion, and the frequency you dwell in determines the life you attract. Stay in the low hum of fear, doubt, and anger, and your world will echo back pain, resistance, and scarcity. But rise even slightly into the rhythm of joy, of compassion, of self-trust, and you tune into a different reality altogether. This is not spiritual fluff. This is the unseen science of the soul. Quantum physics has already caught up. Your thoughts, your emotions, your very heartbeat emits waves that ripple through space. So what are you broadcasting? What station is your life tuned to? This is not just awareness, it's power. Change your frequency, and you change your future. Your emotions are not flaws. They're instruments. Tune them, direct them, let them elevate you. Because the universe doesn't speak in words, it responds to vibration. And when your inner music becomes aligned, something miraculous happens. The world begins to sing it back. You've felt it, haven't you? That eerie rise, that sudden fall. One day, you're soaring, unstoppable, full of light. The next, you're sinking, lost in shadows. This is no accident. This is the law of rhythm in motion. The universe's pendulum, swinging through every corner of your life. Every beat of your heart echoes this cosmic dance. Inhale, exhale, begin, end, joy, despair. You're caught in the pulse of existence itself. And yet, most of us resist. We cling to highs, desperate to freeze the moment. Or we flail in the lows, believing we'll never breathe again. But here's the hidden truth. The swing of the pendulum is not your enemy. It is your path to mastery. Every dark night is a prelude to a brilliant dawn. Every setback is the backswing before the leap. The Hermetic masters whispered of this rhythm, teaching that those who observe the swing without being consumed by it are free. The secret? Stillness at the center. Balance. If you can learn to stand calmly as life swings around you, if you can embrace the motion without being hurled, you awaken your power. The power to choose response over reaction, peace over panic, growth over despair, because the pendulum will swing. But you don't have to swing with it. You can become the eye in the storm, the silent watcher, the poised flame that doesn't flicker, even the wind. Understand this rhythm, and you don't just survive life's waves. You learn how to ride them. Look around you. Nothing, absolutely nothing, is random. That coincidence you brushed off, that lucky break, that devastating blow, they're not accidents. They are echoes, effects, of causes, many of which you cannot see. This is the law of cause and effect, and it is relentless. Every thought you've entertained, every emotion you've nurtured, every choice you've whispered into the dark, they've woven themselves into the invisible tapestry of your life. And now, you're living the results. You are not the puppet of fate. You are the weaver of threads. The tragic irony? Most of us walk around as if blindfolded, wondering why life hurts, why love slips through our fingers, why dreams wither. But the universe doesn't deal in chance. It deals in precision. One thought breeds 1,000 ripples. One seed, planted in anger or fear, blooms eventually in a conflict. And yet, here lies the hope. If you cause your current reality, you can unmake it. You can choose again. You can plant new seeds. But this demands radical awareness. No more sleepwalking. No more blaming the world. You must become the architect of your own future. Not someday. Now. Because the wheel is always turning. The law is always working. The question is, will you rise and wield it, or stay chained to a fate you wrote unconsciously? The choice, dear listener, is always yours. Life isn't still. It pulses. It sways. And whether you're ready or not, the pendulum swings. This is the law of rhythm, one of the most overlooked truths of existence, and it is always in motion. Just when you feel grounded, a wave of uncertainty rushes in. Just when the light touches your skin, the shadows rise again. And yet, this isn't chaos, it's balance. It's the universe breathing, and you're a part of its inhale and exhale. Emotions rise like tides. Joy blooms, only to be followed by unease. Triumph crashes into self-doubt. You're not broken. You're simply human, caught in the rhythm of cosmic flow. But here's the dangerous part. We resist. We chase highs and flee the lows. We try to freeze joy, numb pain, flatten the curve. But the more we cling to the crest, the harsher the crash. The more we fear the valley, the more trapped we become. Masters, those few rare souls who seem untouchable, aren't immune to the rhythm. They've simply stopped fighting it. They ride the wave. They trust the ebb. They know what descends will rise again. The lesson? Be still in the storm. Be humble in the high. When grief grips you, don't scream for escape. Listen. It's whispering the wisdom of change. When bliss fills your chest, don't demand permanence. Savor it, knowing it too shall pass. Because in the rhythm lies your liberation. You were never meant to stand still. You were meant to dance. Have you ever stopped to wonder why things happen the way they do? Why that heartbreak shattered you just when life was finally making sense. Why a stranger's smile one morning changed the trajectory of your day, maybe even your destiny. This isn't random. This is the law of cause and effect, the sixth Hermetic principle, and it is relentless. Every thought, every word, every silent wish sent into the void is a spark. And those sparks, they shape the fire you walk through tomorrow. There is no luck, no accident, only causes forgotten, unseen, buried in the folds of time, echoing back as effects. Karma is not punishment. Karma is precision, and it watches with the patience of eternity. We live in a web of invisible threads, some woven by our hands in this lifetime, others spun across lifetimes long past. We pull one string here and tremble the cosmos there. You can't outrun it, but you can understand it. That argument, that opportunity, that silent suffering, it's all part of a grand, intricate dance you began long before you noticed your feet moving. But here's the thrill, the danger, the power. You're not just a puppet in this cosmic choreography. You're the choreographer. Every intention you set, every action you take bends the pattern forward. You can rewrite the rhythm. And when you realize that you're no longer at the mercy of fate, you become the architect of your own becoming. Life isn't a straight line. It's a swing, a sway, a constant breath in and out. This is the law of rhythm, and it governs every beat of our hearts and every shadow cast by the sun. One day, you're soaring, your spirit blazing with joy, ambition, love. The next, you're drowning in stillness, struggling through silence, watching dreams turn to dust. But what if I told you that's not failure? It's the universe dancing through you. The Hermetic principle of rhythm teaches that every high is followed by a low, every gain tempered by retreat. And the truth is, the more fiercely we chase happiness, the more deeply we're pulled into sorrow. This isn't punishment, it's pattern. And until we see the rhythm, we remain its slave. Most of us resist it, clinging desperately to joy, denying the darkness, pretending we can outrun the ebb. But the master? They don't fight the tide. They surf it. They recognize when energy is rising, and they act. And when the current retreats, they rest, reflect, realign. They know that winter always follows summer, but so does spring. Your emotions are not the enemy. They're messengers. The rise and fall of your inner tide is not chaos, is a compass. The secret? Don't grip. Don't cling. Observe. Accept. Move with grace between the extremes. Because when you stop resisting the rhythm, you start writing the music. And the world? It begins to move in time with you. Have you ever felt like life was whispering behind your back, moving in ways you couldn't quite explain? That success struck others like lightning, while storms brewed only for you. The Hermetic law of cause and effect shatters the illusion of randomness. Nothing happens by chance. There are no accidents in the fabric of the universe. Only unseen threads, invisible levers pulled by thoughts, intentions, and actions planted like seeds long ago. Karma, the soul's echo across lifetimes, is not punishment, it's precision. That moment of betrayal, that unexpected kindness, they didn't appear from nowhere. They are the boomerangs of energy once cast, returning with eerie exactness. And here's where the drama unfolds. Most people live like marionettes, pulled by causes they never remember creating, slaves to forgotten thoughts, past lives, unconscious patterns. But the master? They rise above the stage. They recognize that every decision is a spell, every intention a blueprint. Instead of blaming fate, they wield it. They craft tomorrow with today's thought. The moment you accept this law, you stop playing the victim and start becoming the architect. Your mind becomes sacred ground. What will you plant? Fear or faith? Scarcity or abundance? Vengeance or forgiveness? Because one day, maybe not now, maybe not here, you will meet that harvest. This is the drama of existence. Every breath matters. Every act writes a future. And only those brave enough to take radical responsibility will ever know what it means to master destiny itself. Inside every soul, a quiet war rages, the clash between fire and water, sun and moon, action and surrender. The Hermetic principle of gender reveals a truth so ancient and yet so forgotten, that within us all lives both the king and the queen, the sword and the chalice. The masculine energy urges you to push forward, to conquer, to command. It burns like a blazing sun, relentless and focused. But too much of this fire and you become hardened, a being of logic without heart, chasing goals without soul. And then there is the feminine, the deep ocean of intuition, the quiet pull of emotion, the sacred stillness of creativity. She teaches you to listen, to receive, to feel. Yet left unchecked, her waters drown your will, making you passive, indecisive, a dreamer adrift. The great secret isn't choosing one or the other, it's learning the dance. To create anything of lasting power, you must first court both forces within. The warrior must listen to the witch. The lover must trust the sage. When these two energies unite, not in conflict but in sacred marriage, something divine is born. Balance, harmony, wholeness. This is not about gender, it's about power. It's about becoming the full instrument through which the universe sings. So ask yourself, have you silenced one voice in favor of the other? Are you all fire, no water? All wind, no ground? It's time to reclaim the dance. The masculine does, the feminine feels, and you're made to do both. That is the truth. That is the power. And that is where your transformation begins. Each of the 10 Hermetic principles we've explored is more than a concept. It's a living force within you, whispering secrets of the universe. From a mind's infinite power to the sacred dance of polarity and rhythm, from the illusion of chance to the silent architecture of cause and effect, these laws unveil a deeper truth. You are not a bystander in this world, but a co-creator of it. To walk the path of mastery is to harmonize these principles within, to live consciously, and to rise above chaos. The keys are now in your hands. What will you unlock next?